Think about a time when you went to a big event, a big conference, a big concert, or perhaps a sport tournament. Who were the people that inspired you? Who were the ones that you remember? Last month, as the conference chair of the Kyoto Youth Forum, I had the great honor to represent the voices of youth from all over the world and present a speech in front of the United Nations at their 14th UN Crime Congress. However, I'm not here today to tell you about what it felt like representing the voices of the youth, or what it felt like talking in front of the United Nations, or what it even felt like making a speech in front of the Prime Minister and one of the princesses of Japan. I'm here to tell you about a group of people that had left me with quite an impression. To tell you about a group of people that are the engine of an event. I am here to tell you about the organizers of an event. Now I'll start off by telling you about this one organizer in particular. Let's say that this organizer was a she, and her name was Miss M. Now Miss M was a kind and hard-working organizer of the event who supported other members and myself right from the beginning to the end of the Congress. Now, before the actual event was held, we had a meeting to clarify the details, such as when I would be stepping up to the podium to make my speech, so that everything would work out smoothly the next day. And so, Miss M and I met up at a nearby station, and we decided to head to the meeting together. That night, Miss M was smiling a lot, and she was also laughing a lot. I also realized that when she was walking rather happily, almost as if she was floating. You must know that Miss M was an energetic person from the very beginning, but she was extremely cheerful that night. And so I thought, maybe it's because she didn't get enough sleep the day before. And so I decided to ask her, Miss M, what time did you sleep last night? Now, I asked her this for another reason. I asked her this because some of the other organizers, including Miss M, were sending me emails at 1 in the morning, and then another at 5 in the morning. And if they were sending these emails from their offices for some crazy reason, they were probably getting barely any sleep. And so I asked her, and she responded, well, actually, I didn't sleep at all last night. I was like, say what? Now, we've all probably had times when we've, spent a lot of time on the test the next day, or we stayed up late at night trying to finish off an assessment that's due in a few hours because we procrastinated, but working in an office till late at night, in fact, without any sleep, I was horrified. And unfortunately, she was not the only organizer that was going through this shockingly terrible lifestyle. Yet, these people, they never, ever failed to stay committed, to always show a smile every time I met them in person or online, to always support me in every way possible, and to always stay kind. And I thought to myself, does anyone know this? Because what was even more horrifying was how little recognition these organizers got. Now, I searched through so many videos and interviews, and trust me, I searched through so many done at the Congress, but I only ended up finding one video that talked about what was happening backstage. And even in that one video, the only thing that they really mentioned was how they, happened to have online participants join the Congress as well, rather than anything about what was happening at ground level and the people working at ground level. Now, apart from a few other speakers at the Congress who expressed their gratitude briefly, it seemed to me that they were just so rarely recognized for their countless hours of work or receiving the gratitude that they honestly deserve. And this lack of recognition and appreciation, it happens everywhere. When you attend a big concert or a big conference or a big sport tournament, who are the people that you actually remember? Is it the people singing? Is it the people on the stage? Is it the people making the speeches at the podium? Is it the players in the field or the court? Whoever they are, they would probably not be the ones that are picking up the trashes, that are emailing, that are setting up, the ones that are actually making the event possible. When I was young, I thought that the Disney princesses and the Powerpuff Girls were the heroes of this world. I got a little older, and then I thought that the Marvel and DC superheroes were what defined heroes. I got a little older, and I thought that the leaders of nations and the ones striving to make a positive impact on our world are the heroes. Now, I still believe that all of these figures, including the princesses and the superheroes, are figures I would always look up to. However, I have now discovered the hidden heroes of our lives, and they are the people working behind the scenes to make any event possible, the people that are giving us the opportunity to share and hear each other's voices. Before going to this Congress, I honestly thought that I would be most inspired by the delegates and the leaders and the members of the United Nations, and don't get me wrong, they were an inspiration, they truly were. But I was most inspired, most impacted, and out of all the people present at the Congress, I was inspired the most by the organizers of the event, by the remarkable people working backstage to make the event possible. My speech is about to end soon, and when it does, I think that many of you will clap for me. But when you do clap, I don't want you to clap for only me and my talk. I want you to clap for the people in the box behind you, controlling the lights so that your attention falls onto me. I want you to clap for the people controlling the microphones and the cameras so that everyone can watch and hear me speak. I want you to clap for my fellow club members who have supported me and given me the most critical feedback from the beginning. I want you to clap for everyone who has dealt with the complicating logistical sides of this event. I want you to clap for yourselves for being here and making this event possible. When you clap, I want you to remember all of the people who are working behind the scenes to make any event worthwhile, all of the people who are just so rarely recognized, yet make such a significant impact on our lives. When my talk ends, I want you to remember to clap for and to truly appreciate those working behind the scenes. Thank you.